Hello everybody, Apple Reviews here. In this video, I'm not going to be reviewing an actual Lego set. It's a modification. So anyways, on the left, you can see set 75300, the 2021 Imperial TIE Fighter. And then on the right, this is actually a modification to this original set. And it is the TIE Interceptor, which if you don't know what it is, it's this right here. It's just a TIE fighter with 4 wings and they're slightly angled. And I followed a video on YouTube on how to do it. And what I followed was not very good. Like, it's just this build right here is very unstable. And all you had to do was just remove the 2 wings on the original one, keep the cockpit, and then just follow the tutorial on how to take this apart and mod it. But I'm just gonna take the original TIE Fighter out of the way. And of course, the 3 minifigures included are the same. There's no modification to them, because that'd be kind of dumb. So, sliding this into the center. Okay, that's good. That's a good note. I'm just gonna say this stand is very fragile and unstable, and just to move it around a little bit will actually cause the TIE Fighter to wobble, or TIE Interceptor. I am not speaking right today. But I even modified the stand myself. Like, this is, like, the video I watched did not make you build this stand this way. I added some stuff to it, and it still didn't help. But I'm just going to remove this before it falls. You can just sit it like that if you want to after doing the mod. But here's the stand itself. It is not very good, because the bottom of the stand is connected by this 1x2 modified plate or tile that has a sort of connection at an angle, sort of, and you just connect the actual bottom of the stand like this. And so the top of the stand connects to, of course, the bottom of the TIE Interceptor by 2 studs at the same piece used at the bottom. So it is a very unstable connection, and it just attaches like so. And of course here you can fold the wings out after setting it down. But then if you want to move it around, that happens. The entire stand just breaks. This whole thing falls. And then the wings fold in, and sometimes the wings can break. Because look at this. Just popped off. The whole wing just popped off. It's connected. The actual wing is on a ball joint, and that ball joint connection is held together by this wing angled piece, and it is connected to this 2x4 on the back, like so. And the way they actually angle it is they use a modified 1x2 with that little thing sticking out. It's like a slider piece, and so the wing gets stuck at an angle. But since these wings are connected by one ball joint, because the person who made this, of course, had to use pieces only from the set. Like, this entire mod is made only from pieces from this set, and they didn't have enough ball joints to, of course, make a double ball joint connection for the wing. So now the wings can move freely. They can just spin around, and whoop-de-doo, it fell off. I mean, it is so unstable. And even like these little angled pieces on the side, they fall off very easily because they're not connected to the actual thing well, and it's very bad. I don't like this at all. I guess we can review the other side, since this side decided to give out. But there's good detail on it. But the problem I had is that on the top you can see there's 2 longer pieces, like a 1x8, or it's not a 1x6, I know that, but I think this is a 1x8 tile right here, and you're supposed to have 2 of them going here, but I ran out, so I had to use a 1x6 right here, I'm pretty sure, just to fill in the gap, because I didn't have a 1x8, and so, well, there goes the wing, and more of the wing, but the wing would have just looked like this if I wouldn't have put this on, so I don't know where that 1x8 went. And so after the collateral destruction I've made to this TIE Interceptor, just get off. Let's look at this actual wing part, or midsection, which I actually kind of like because it has two little turrets in the inside of the actual wings right here that can be freely moved but aren't really supposed to, and it uses that printed piece right there, and it's got some nice detail to it. It's built up really well, and then it's of course connected to the TIE Fighter by that big piece that they used for the set originally. And of course, why does this not want to work? Okay, well, the TIE Fighter, okay, there we go. Of course, the TIE Fighter, you know, still has the same play features with the spring-loaded shooters, and the actual cockpit section is the same. But there's, oh my gosh, there's your TIE Interceptor, everybody. After I reviewed it, it's just in complete disorder and destruction. Well, the Lego one is completely fine. I can shake it really hard, and finally the wing gives, but that was a really long time before this wing actually came off. And of course, this modification, well, I mean, there's no wing on it. I can attach this one. But if I attach this wing and I start shaking it, the wing didn't even come off, but it broke. The whole wing came off before it could even break. Like, this wing would have just come off and then started breaking. This wing broke and then came off. Oh my gosh. It is not a good modification. Whatever you do, don't click the bad link. If I put the links to the mods in the description, I'll put the link to the one that I followed originally, because I found another one that somebody created, that another YouTuber created, that looks a lot more stable than this one. So I'm going to follow that tutorial. I'll come back to you guys and review that one, and then compare which one would be better, and I'll try and link both of them. So I'll just say, like, the one I dislike more is this link, and then the one I like more is this link, or something in the description, however I want to put it. But I'll get back to you guys, and I'm going to go follow the other review. Alright, so this is the complete TIE Interceptor, the second modification I've done to this set, and it looks so much better. It is so sleek and cool. I love it. And yeah, it's nice. And that's the that's how you attach it. I finally attached it and angled everything. So yeah, now after all of this modification stuff, and all of these pieces aren't as necessarily extra pieces. Some I brought in, but there's a good amount of them that are extra pieces, so just be expected to have that many extra pieces, which is kind of a lot, so just be prepared. So anyways, here is the original build, and then here is the modified build, and they really look nothing alike. The only thing you could say is that the cockpits look the same, because they are, because you don't change the cockpit for this mod, you just change the wings. So yeah, I think it's a very nice mod, and there's obviously different versions of this TIE Interceptor out there. Like the first one that I did, I didn't like because it was very, very, very fragile. And now the second one is still fragile, but it's a lot more stable than the other one. And it also looks a lot better in my opinion. So, yeah. So, here's a look at the wings. I'll just fold them out so you can see them easier. And I can try and balance it. It kind of works. But you can see there's that printed tile piece, and it's got 4 little tiles around it. There's some detailing here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get in the reflection of the light. There you go. Now you can see some of the detailing right there. Maybe some greebling. And you can see that it's pretty detailed. I mean, it's just like a black wing with some gray on it. But you can see how there's some jumper plates right here and here, just for that added detail. And then you can see at the very end they have these modified studs that have a little pole connection for the actual blaster or gun, turret, whatever you want to call it, of this ship. And so on this side, it's obviously got the little bumpers, so you fold it all the way in until it hits that. And if you push too hard, it breaks. That's what's unstable about this, is that this mod, these little things that are supposed to hold the wings from going all the way down are they're very easily broken off. So you could use, instead of just this 1x2 modified one, you could do a 2x2, I think. Yeah, 2x2 one that would have a little bit more grip on all of the studs and may not fall off as easily. But yeah, that's the whole shebang type thing. It's a very cool mod, and there's no stand included with this second one. And there is a stand included with the first one, if you really care about stands, but of course you have to have it like this, just sitting, or you could put it in you could lay it on its wings if you want, or you could put it in like a drawer or somewhere, like a storage area, or wherever you store your Legos, in case you don't want to have it on display like this. And you can build your own stand if you want, but just so you know, the first mod has a stand, but a weak build, and the second one, this mod, has no stand, but a very strong, it's a stronger build. Not a completely strong build, not to where you can, probably, I mean, you can shake it around. It's just like, with these bumpers, those can break off very easily, but shaking it, the first one broke in near seconds, but this one actually had a little more time. Like, it didn't break until just then. So that was a lot longer of just shaking it as hard as I can before it breaks than the first one. So this one is more stable. But it's up to you, stand or not, stability or no stability, whichever one looks better to you. But I like this one a lot more. So this is the original build of the sort of wing connector. And so what I did to sort of modify this is I removed the ball joint connection because they don't really serve a purpose. And so let me see. Okay, so I put the ball joint connectors at the back, and I think all you need, because you have to put these back on, I think all you need is 3 black studs. That's the only extra pieces you need for this, because then you can put a black stud here and here in place of that ball joint connection, so you can put these little bumpers, which is what I call them. And oh no, I'm wrong. I think you need, yeah, pretty sure you need 4 black studs, not 3. That's my bad. But you then put 4 black studs, or 2 on each, and then you take your wing piece, or both of them, and so then you take your ball joint and then you place it at the very end of the wing, so you can pry this up a little bit, and then you can place this inside. So now it goes along with those, and you can do it on the other side like so. And then you get your wing attachment piece, place it like so, and then you get your wing, and so you line all of these up. This clip will line up with this connection, this clip will line up here, and then the ball joint will line up here. And so it all fits. Oops, oh, that came off. Yeah, it is a little bit fragile, this whole thing, but it's not as bad as the other one, the one I had before. Okay. This doesn't want to work with me. Alright. And so, once you gotten that done, so now after attaching the wing piece, you attach these like so. It's a bit fragile, so when you're pushing it like to connect it, these may want to come off, so be kind of careful. Or actually, be careful, not kind of, just so you don't break it. And so you can do the exact same on the other side after this mod that I've done. See, that's how fragile it is. With a little bit of force it gives, and then it just exploded. That. Okay, I'll get back to you when I fix it. Okay, so now I just realized that these wings were messed up. They weren't right. I don't think you'll actually need any extra studs, but of course you may need a few extra black studs. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can do it without it, just the way it's built. And oh, I don't know how. Okay, so attaching it now. Hopefully it'll work and not explode and break everywhere. You can see I lined it up. And it looks like that wing is good. And now you get your second wing. And then place it on like so. And now it all works out. And so, of course, this looks very weird because the tie interceptor isn't angled, but then you just point the wings in. Ah, it broke. Okay. But anyways, I think that wraps things up on this sort of mod review. And so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.